Hey, what is up, YouTube? It is Toy Adventures here again with another figure review, and I know I'm pretty late on this one, guys, but today we're taking a look at the exclusive, the one, the only Hammond collection, Dr. Henry Wu. Dun, 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 dun. Bum bum. Here it is. Now I know we have been a little late on this, but I have just been so busy with videos. I've been doing we have a tutorial coming on my first ever custom dinosaur, guys. That is right. Toy Adventures actually has begun doing his own custom dinosaurs, and as proof, guys, here it is. My first ever custom dinosaur. Take a good old look at it. I have a video documenting its creation, and I also have a video documenting the creation of a custom vehicle, the kind that I'd use in my movies, because I know you guys have been requesting a tutorial video on that for a long time. So yeah, I've just been really busy, and this release really didn't catch my attention too much. Yes, it's a character I wanted, but I was just so busy that it wasn't really a character that I've been clamoring over to get. It's just one that I want, to fill out the character roster. But we finally have it, and we got it quite suddenly. I remember it was announced, and then I think a day later, or something like that, it was put up for sale. And then it was shipping, like that day. It was really crazy. It was just like immediately released as soon as it was unveiled, which, I mean, hey, you can't complain. That is awesome. Immediately get hyped for something, and while the hype is fresh, be able to buy it, and not only buy it, but get it right when your hype is peaked. That's pretty awesome. Take a look here at the box. It's just pretty plain, just a nice black overall box. It has the Jurassic Park logo, and it says Mattel Creations down here. Down here it says 30th Anniversary Jurassic Park, and on this side you have the 30th Anniversary Jurassic Park. Same on that side. On the top it just says, you guessed it. On the bottom, just a bunch of legal information. So let's go ahead and see what else is in here. Ooh, I like this so far. It's a nice, what do you call that? Rock texture, kind of aesthetic that you'd see maybe in like the guest showcase that you saw John Hammond take the cast on. They did that little video prompt thing sitting down in the, you know what I mean. Anyway, taking a look at this, it has a really cool scratched metal door look, trying to look like the engine kind of, what is it, specimen cryo lab, where they keep all of the embryos. Here we have a little message that says, bingo, dino DNA. During the tour of the lab at Jurassic Park, head geneticist Dr. Henry Wu confirms that by controlling dinosaurs' chromosomes, there is no unauthorized breeding. However, the strategy to fill in the sequence holes with frog DNA seems to have proven otherwise. Yes, we know. And if we open this, we get a good old look at Dr. Wu and the lab. Now, when this thing was announced, we expected like a lab playset, like little plastic pieces to kind of recreate the lab, maybe an embryo section or whatnot. But unfortunately, everything here is cardboard, other than the action figure and its little accessories. So nothing actually of value. And another thing I noticed, I'm sure you probably noticed this too, his hand is missing. It's right here actually, but it fell out of the packaging. Come on. Man, it's really stuck in there. Let's put it back in its place until we unbox this. So it's a kind of an interesting box. There's really nothing holding this in. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to fully... Okay, these have creases in them, so you're supposed to bend these out like this, and it creates the full diorama. And then you have a little light sound.
It's a velociraptor.
Ah, you do.
Just one drop of your blood contains billions of strands of DNA.
So you have B.D. Wong voice clips and actual Mr. DNA.
There's no unauthorized breeding in Jurassic Park. Bingo. Dino DNA. Perfect timing. And now, we can make a baby dinosaur. It's really not that difficult. A DNA strand like me is a blueprint for building a living thing. It's a velociraptor.
All right, so you get a couple
And
really
now,
cool.
we can make a baby dinosaur.
Shut up. So it seems like you get some pretty cool voice lines from the movie from both Dr. Wu and Mr. DNA. This is kind of a random inclusion, and I don't know why he's so big. I guess unboxing him right now, there's nothing holding this stuff in. It's just kind of plugged into the plastic slots. But you really only buy this on the website, so they're not worried about theft or anything. You have to buy it in order to even receive it. So, nice little rubbery statue of Mr. DNA, kind of pointless. Really think this could have been utilized for a piece of a diorama instead of just this cardboard stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and just unbox it, shall we? There's no point. Oh, I guess there is actually something holding him into the packaging. Well, in that case, if it's going to take a little bit more effort, let's take a look at the box first. You have a really nice image of the control room here. This is the control room where Alan and Ellie and everyone at the end of the movie have to hide in from the raptors. You can see the computer that Lex used. Really nice print here, although it, again, would have made a much, much better physical diorama with plastic. Something a little more permanent than just... Let's see what I can pull out of here, but a little more permanent than just cardboard.
There's no unauthorized breeders
Oh, and
in Jurassic Park.
you do get a little bit of light coming
Just
in.
one drop of your blood contains billions of strands of DNA.
So for the, what's it called? For the Dr. Wu voice line, it'll light up white right here, and for the Mr. DNA, it'll light up blue right there, illuminating either figure. Very, very cool. Now, let's get everything out of the box. And here is everything you get inside the box. Obviously, you get Dr. Wu himself, a strange little statue of Mr. DNA, some extra hands, and some interesting accessories. First of all, you get this nice clipboard holding hand. No, it's not a hand meant to hold the clipboard. It is a hand fused together with the clipboard, so you can't lose the clipboard. I actually like this idea. I imagine this clipboard would, it would have been an interesting accessory for other characters to hold, but it also would have been a pain to try and always fit it into the hand. So I'm okay with them making it permanently attached. That's fine by me. It's just a specialized handpiece. And you also get this pretty tiny and easily losable pencil right here. Luckily, it does fit into the hand very nicely and firmly, so it's not going to go anywhere, We're usually worried about it kind of falling, but no, not here. You also get a much wider hand that is nice and perfect for holding the other accessory right here. This tiny little egg with a hatchling raptor coming out of it. Very cool. It'd be cool to pair these with the raptor eggs that come with the female raptor and Alan Grant to try and make kind of a nest diorama with some of the raptors actually hatching. I think that would be a really cool little diorama. And then you have an alternate right hand that is normal without the clipboard in it. So pretty standard stuff. You actually don't get too much here. You just get about this amount you'd get with a regular human release. Just a regular Hammond collection human release. And the tough part about that, normally I wouldn't really care. It's like, okay, they're just packing them in with a couple accessories like they do with most of the humans. You don't really need too much stuff. But they're charging $30 for it. I understand you get a nice package. You get the lights and sounds. But that's really not what we asked for. We don't need any of that. We would have been just as happy getting this guy on a regular box release because there's really nothing in here that warrants it being exclusive. There's no exclusive accessories. There's nothing in here. The lights and sounds, those are cool and all, but those only apply to people who are going to keep it in box. If you're like me and you're going to use the character outside of the box and do dioramas with it, and the box is, for the most part, going to be discarded, then all those neat gimmicks and whatnot really are useless. I'm paying for something that I'm going to be discarding. So I really would have preferred they made a lot more of the accessories in here plastic, like the little perch the baby raptors are held in. Maybe just this entire back section should have been plastic here. This little image of the dinosaur and the stand he's on in the first place. Give us the nice little bowl back here with all of the raptor eggs inside of it. That would have justified the extra $15. And do away with the plastic, the electronic stuff. It doesn't appeal to me. For a character that we really don't have any other options of buying, it just seems kind of dumb. I'm happy to have finally gotten Dr. Wu, but this whole selling package really doesn't apply to me. It really didn't apply to me either with the Dennis Nedry set, the one that came in the shaving cream, but the packaging was so unique and whatnot, and it was really part of the figure. Like, it wasn't even a design for a Nedry that a lot of people would want to use. It was like the beginning movie where he was wearing a goofy Hawaiian shirt and mandals. So they did eventually release the Nedry we'd all want on a regular card back with a regular price. So hopefully we do get another Wu eventually, regular price, maybe a Jurassic World edition, since that's really the only other time we see Dr. Wu. And I'd be interested in getting that even still. But let's take a look at his articulation, because this is actually Hammond collection. So let's see if it has Hammond collection articulation. The head here is, of course, on a ball joint, so it just rotates and can go a bit up and a bit down. I always said, even the moment I saw this thing get released, the likeness on this is questionable at best. Not really looking like early 90s BD Wong, not looking like BD Wong at all at any time period, at any point in his life. So I don't really know about this being too much Dr. Wu. I see where they were going and what they were trying to do, but they didn't do it. It did not achieve it, in my opinion. I just do not think this is a very good likeness for Dr. Wu. Moving over to his arms, you get a pretty nice hinge in there that you can get up to about level with his body and nice and flush with his side. Not a double jointed elbow. I'm pretty sure most Hammond collections have the double jointed arms. I'm pretty sure Allen did. I could be wrong now, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have double jointed arms here. But you do get, of course, the wrist articulation. This really annoys me. Not on these figures. I'm glad they have it. It's just that why don't all the figures have these? It's such a critical piece of articulation for all the two-handed accessories that are given to the basic figures, like stun prods and trank rifles and regular rifles and whatnot. They can't hold any of it because they don't have wrist articulation. I really hope that wrist articulation just becomes something that they do in the regular line anyway. Or hell, release a bunch of mercenaries in the Hammond collection so we have actually articulated and armorable troops. You know what I mean? Of course, you do get waist movement, but very limited. Kind of just seems like it just wriggles, but no actual movement. Moving down near to the thigh, you can hinge it out really far. You could get him to do the damn splits. Some serious ninja kicks. Very cool. And you can kick out pretty far. Kick back. Nothing too crazy. Thigh swivel. Very, very nice. Gotta love the thigh swivel. And of course the double jointed knees. The beloved double jointed knees. And of course you get a hinge and rotation down here at the foot. You can hinge down just about to there. Hinge back up. And you do get the rotation. So pretty damn good articulation down here in the legs. About what you'd expect for the Hammond collection. And to switch the hands, of course, it is super easy. You just pull out one hand and come here. You push in, get in there, the other. So now you guys can all finally add Dr. Wu into your collection. And I am certainly happy to have him. I'm sure you guys have been feeling his absence in my new Jurassic Park toy series. Those of you that don't know, I have a new Jurassic Park toy series. Go ahead and look on the channel and check it out. I think you guys will really like it if you guys haven't already seen it. And if you guys would like to get one of these of your own, use the link down in my description. You will be helping the channel greatly and getting yourself some cool dinosaur merch. If you guys don't know, Mattel was kind enough to give us an affiliate link. So if you use the link down in our description, you're really helping support the channel while you buy whatever Hammond collection you guys want. There's a lot of Hammond collection on Mattel Creations, and of course, the only place you can get Dr. Wu here. So if you guys want to get him for yourself, once again, use the link down in my description. You'll be helping out the channel a ton, and you'll be getting yourself some cool swag. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this review. If I'm gonna have to give this guy a score, well, I have to factor in everything, including the price I paid for him. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. If he was just a regular release, he'd be up like an 8 out of 10. But because I had to spend so much for this thing and this box, which I will really not be displaying it in, so it's either going to be thrown away or cast aside. Yeah, I'm not too happy with this whole package. I'm just happy to have Dr. Wu. So guys, that has been it for my review. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.